I believe society has become a lot sensitive in the last 10 years.
I feel like society is just as offended as it was 10 years ago.
I do think it has become easier to offend.
A lot more race issues, a lot more religion issues, and like more gender role stuff going on nowadays.
I think the platform for who hears comments has expanded immensely because of social media.
Everyone was already offended by something to begin with, but now they have somewhere or someone to push it on.
There was a period where less people were offended by things simply because that became the norm, especially in online culture.
If it spreads by word of mouth, it's easily silenced by not appearing on TV, because before our only outlets was like TV or radio, and that's usually controlled by a different figure.
But now everybody has a smartphone, everybody has a computer, everybody has fingers, they're gonna type their responses.
The way our technology is, everyone's on social media. It's easier to spread information that way. So it seems like everyone's offended, but it's just a more open play field for everyone to voice out their opinions.
Instead of 20 people, it could be 20,000, and that could immediately start a petition or a talk about something that what needs to be addressed.
You could speak out more, so the more you have to say, the easier it is to offend someone.
Smack talking about how a woman should live her life or something like that. Racial jokes, like there's one for about every nationality or ethnicity, but still a lot of them are meant to be humorous, but usually are still very offensive.
If offended is synonymous with being more aware, I would say yes, but technically being offended means easily insulted, and I think that being socially aware is synonymous with being easily insulted is misleading, and I don't think that's the right term for it.
Practice in the past, even though they weren't thought of as hateful, can be viewed by certain groups as very demeaning to them.
Because yeah, people can be insulted by these things, but they have a reason. And the fact that it's happening more often should be a good thing, because it means we're progressive, and that these topics are actually being spoken about instead of hidden, instead of how it was before.
With LGBT community, right now it's becoming a lot more acceptable than it was 10 years ago.
People used to hide the fact when they were gay or hide when they were handicapped, and now it's kind of celebrated, which to me is a good thing.
Everybody is not going to be on the same page. Everybody has different opinions, different mindsets.
There's nothing in the world that humanity just can't be satisfied with.
Because everyone has an opinion, so you can always be offended by something, especially when there's sensitive people out there.
There's always something that's going to offend somebody, no matter what it is. It could be the fact that, the words Merry Christmas and Santa Claus aren't on a Starbucks cup.
I think our society will always become more aware, hopefully, and be more progressive. And if that is what being offended is, then yeah, I hope we keep being offended, and hopefully we'll change something about it.
I can say the sky is blue, the next person is going to say, no, it's not, it's green. Okay, everyone has their opinion. But at the end of the day, it's all about love. We weren't placed on this earth so that we can hate each other, so that we can fight each other, so we can kill each other. It's about love. Once you have love and peace, then we're good to go.